Well, Rook here again with a new deck for September 2012 ban list. It's X Sabers. First off, we start off with 3 X Saber Fall Trolls, 3 Bogart Knight, 3 Full Helm, 3 Empress Blade, 3 Dark Soul, 2 Arabella, 2 Spirit Reaper, 2 Pashul, a single Ragigura, and last but not least, Elder 6 Sam. Now, monster wise, it's pretty consistent. The reason I run an Elder 6 Sam, he special summons himself like a Cyber Dragon. Obviously, not the same attack and level, but it's really good when I have a Pashul in hand, special summon him, synchro for a level 5, which I could do Shien since it's a 6 Samurai monster. I need a warrior type tuner for him, so Shien works. And monster's pretty consistent. Now for spells, 3 MST, because back rows are running rampant right now. 2 enemy controller for full helms. Activate this, run into someone with full helm, get the full helm's effect. A single 1-for-1, obviously, because it's limited to 1. Dark Hole, staple. Heavy Storm, staple. Monster Reborn, staple. Now for traps, 3 Saber Hole, because I really hate Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment for the life point thing, so I run these and it's pretty consistent. 2 Gotham's Emergency Calls, that's for Swarm and the comeback just in case I end up in dire need of a lot of synchros at once. 2 Fiendish Chain, because I'm really not into Effect Veiler all that much, so I run Fiendish Chain just to do it. If I did, I would run Effect Veiler, but it just doesn't work for me. One single Mirror Force. Everybody's running doubles now, but singles are good if you can even get it to go off. Single Torrential Tribute, field clearance, and a Trap Stun for the back row, which, if I have Trap Stun, Fall Troll combos in hand, that's usually game. Alright, that's it for spells and traps. Now for synchros, run 2 Gotham's, hand control, level 9, obviously, needed. Scrap Dragon, he's in there because, he destroys something, and I can use him also when I have Fall Troll, Ragigura, Fall Troll combo, Loop, Colossal Fighter, because I run a lot of Warriors, obviously. 2 X Saber Sozas. Everybody's downplayed him as if he's not good. He's a good target other than Urbellum. He can either you tribute a X Saber and he either turns into a Catastor or into Wild Elemental Hero Wildheart with 2,500 attack, so that's really good. And if you read the print of his card, he can have both his effects if you tribute 2 X Sabers. So that's really good for a level 7. Urbellum for the early game, hand control, top deck a card. Obviously, staples are high inlays. They have to be in there. That's just common sense because back rows are running rampant. So high inlay is the first synchro I usually get out because it's level 6 and it's real easy. A single legendary 6 Samurai Shien, because he's like one of the best I've ever seen. And since I have Elder in there, I can also summon him. The Exceeds monsters I'm about to show are kind of optional. I have multiple decks that use this Exceed deck, so it's really, nothing special. These aren't even with the deck, so I won't even show them. But other than all, that's the X Saber decks for the 2012 September ban list. It works really well locals. It'll probably dominate. I've run it a few times against a few of my friends, and I completely smashed them. It takes out Fossil Dynas My fault. Rescue Rabbit decks, which is the Dolka Lagia lock, which I really hate, but the deck is technically dead right now, but every once in a while it pops up. And dragons really can't match up to it, since the highest attack that dragons have right now, since they got Future Fusion taken away, is 2,800. So if I sync Growth of Golems, I'm taking them out pretty easy. And if I just don't let them get the loop off, it's pretty good. And this is basically almost a control build with the enemy controls. If you use enemy controls correctly, you can and will win. And that's the deck list for X Sabers.